Well, hello everyone, and a good Thursday late afternoon, early evening to you, and welcome to Northern Cass Schools. As tonight, North Dakota High School boys and girls wrestling for you. We've got a triangular matchup here this evening. On the boys' side, it is Northern Cass, Kindred, and Mayport CG, and boys dual action. And girls dual action will be Northern Cass, Oaks, and Mayport CG. Should be a fun night of wrestling here as we hit the final week and a half of January in the postseason right around the corner coming up for wrestling here in the state of North Dakota. Brady Siebel's with you here tonight. This is your Irie Insurance pre-match show when it continues next on YourLiveEvent.com.
What's going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassi Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems, or are you working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
Yeah, I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they will come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassi Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Are you looking for the perfect hardwood for your next winter project? Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro has exciting news. Hardwood is now available in the Red River Valley only at Cywick. Whether you're a crafter, woodworker, or hobbyist, they have what you need to make your project. Choose from 3 convenient thicknesses and a beautiful variety of woods: red oak, cherry, white oak, hard maple, walnut, hickory, and poplar. Get started on your next masterpiece with the help of Cywick Lumber and Hardware, Hillsboro.
Brady Siebel's back with you here. Our Irie Insurance pre-match show continues from Northern Cass. We'll get you the rundown of our schedule here this evening for this boys and girls triangular between Northern Cass, Mayport CG, Kindred, and then the Oaks girls here tonight. As our schedule looks like this, our first duel scheduled for 5 p.m. Mat number 1 will be the boys' mat. It is Northern Cass versus Kindred. Girls match up at 5 o'clock will be Mayport CG and Oaks. 6 o'clock round number 2 on the boys' side, it's Mayport CG against Kindred and Northern Cass versus Oaks. And at 7, the nightcap, it'll be Northern Cass versus Mayport CG on both mats for both the boys and the girls competition. That is your dual schedule coming up here today. 5 matches. We'll also have some exhibition matches sprinkled in between as well that we'll get to you there as well tonight. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll get you our pre-match comments, able to talk with the 4 head coaches of their respective teams. That includes Justin Lehman for the Kindred Vikings, Gary Mueller for Mayport CG, Hunter Greenmeyer for the Oaks Tornadoes, and when we return, we'll be joined by the boss of the Northern Cass Jaguars, Coach Gabe Davidson, will be joining us when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
No job too big, no call too small. Bears Home Solutions handles it all. You need a bear in there, oh yeah. Keeping homes just right with expert care.
check out bearshomesolutions.com.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions today and beyond with the Drain Tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
YourLiveEvent.com, talking with Coach Gabe Davidson for Northern Cass. And Coach, get into the last third of January, postseason right around the corner. Just kind of talk about what you've been seeing the last couple weeks from your boys and girls in practice and out on the mat.
Practices have been great. Actually down a few practices this week because we have so many events going on. We had Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so it gets pretty busy, but practices have been strong. Just peeking out that conditioning, fine-tuning all the skills, not really introducing much for new technique at this point, but just kind of hammering home the skills we've learned so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Just talk about that with the busy schedule that you have this week. I know that's always it gets when you get to this part of January. How are the boys and the girls just kind of dealing with that? Maybe a little bit nicked up, but are they ready to wrestle?
I think good. Yeah, they're ready to wrestle. I actually kind of like having the events, getting more matches for our new wrestlers is always good. The more matches, the better. We just got done setting up a bunch of exhibition matches for tonight, so the more matches we get, the better, and just keep going forward.
What do you want to see from your wrestlers out on the mat tonight?
Wrestling through every position, wrestling all the way to the whistle, all the way through every period, 6-minute matches, and that constant effort scoring the next points of the match.
All right, Avery and Isaac's dad, thanks for your time. Good luck tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Every Sunday I'm ready to come to work Monday morning. Like, we laugh and we joke, but we get work done. But I've never had a bad day here.
From day one, I felt like it's been a big family here at Degelman.
I thoroughly like walking through the door and seeing everybody. It's just a great place to work.
We wouldn't be where we are at today without all of our great employees.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Visit with Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent in Hillsboro.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
YourLiveEvent.com. Our insurance pre-match show continues. Gary Mueller for Mayport CG. And Coach, we've already hit the last third of January. Just kind of talk about this season, kind of what you've been seeing day in and out from your boys on the mat in practice and in duels.
Well, it's been ups and downs, but we're coming. Postseason is not far away, so we got no choice but to wrestle our best. So hopefully we come out and do that today.
Got some youth in with the Patriot Wrestling program. Have you seen that growth, that improvement that you hope to see, that they're getting better as the season goes along?
Oh yeah, we've improved a lot. And we're finally filling a lineup out. We're not an extremely old team. We don't have any seniors on the team, so we're looking good going into next year. So hopefully we can just get some late season momentum here and finish strong and come into next season even better.
Only a couple weeks till you get to the individual side or the region tournament side of things. So just talk about how important that is. The fact to, like you said, get some momentum here, get some more matches to get you ready for February.
We just got to have the confidence. We got such a young team, and the confidence is the big thing. And if we can get our younger kids to wrestle with some confidence, they usually have some good showings. So just carrying that out into region duels and region individuals, that's going to be the big step. So hopefully we can wrestle with some confidence tonight and keep it moving.
What do you want to see from your wrestlers out on the mat this evening?
Just hard wrestling 6 minutes, and if we can get 6 minutes out of them, win or lose, we're happy. So that's kind of where we're at. We train for 6-minute matches, and that's where we want to be.
Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Keep your car moving along with the team at Elite Automotive Center in Fargo. What sets Elite Automotive Center apart from the herd is their truly extensive list of services. From brake and tire service to tune-ups and battery replacement, there's no job too big or small for their ASE certified technicians. Schedule your next oil change by going to EliteAutomotiveCenter.com or scan the QR code on your screen now. Never settle for standard service. Stop by Elite Automotive Center today in Fargo.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Make your stop before or after the game at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota. Stop out throughout the week for mouth-watering lunch specials weekdays and mark Friday nights down on the calendar for prime rib, ribeye steak, or some walleye at the Knickerbocker. For more information or to find out about daily specials, give the Knickerbocker a like on Facebook by searching the Knickerbocker. Great food and good people. You can find it all at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota.
When we bought our first home in Fargo, we had no idea where to start. A friend told us to call First Class Mortgage, and I'm so glad we did. They explained every step, answered all of our questions, and made us feel completely at ease. We closed on time and even got a better rate than expected. If you're buying or refinancing, trust me, call First Class Mortgage. They really do live up to their name.
First Class Mortgage is locally owned. Visit firstclasscorp.com for more info.
Our insurance pre-match show continues on YourLiveEvent.com. Hunter Greenmeyer for Oaks. And Coach, we talked to you on Saturday at the girls' store. Just kind of talk about how you felt your girls wrestled on Saturday.
Yeah, on Saturday we ran into some tough opponents, and at that tournament I kind of talked about those big mistakes, and they turned into fatal mistakes for us, and we ran into those again. So we really this week we worked a lot on fixing those little things, and that's kind of where we're at.
Yeah, how important was it when you get back into the practice room to make sure for them, to kind of learn from those and just know that that's what you can do to work on it to get a little bit better and improve?
Yeah, and it's so hard to get caught up on wins and losses when you're brand new to the sport, but we use that kind of to our advantage too. Like, we show them some videos of their matches, and it's like, right here, we had an opportunity to win, potentially end this match right here. But we did this thing wrong here. We ended up getting caught on our back, and instead we were the ones losing. So we use that as a teaching moment in our practice.
Are the girls able to, understand that, learn from it, and still kind of, keep their head up high and understand that they're still learning, they're improving, they're working on it day in, day out?
Absolutely, and we tell them all the time how proud we are of them. They're hard workers, and they're mentally tough. Like, we have dealt with a lot of adversity this year, not only with injuries, but some other things that were outside of our control, and they come through every time. They work hard in practice, and I keep telling them, you keep working hard and good things will happen to you.
What do you want to see from your girls out on the mat here this evening?
I want to see that hard work and tenacity that I've been telling you about here. I want to see them go out there, do the little things right, and wrestle hard and wrestle with a lot of heart.
Hunter, thanks for the time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey, Swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
Green Earth Landscaping offers a full range of services, including commercial and residential landscape design and installation, maintenance and sprinkler services. From outdoor kitchens to patios, retaining walls, lighting, fine grade, sod and hydroseed, and anything in between, Green Earth Landscaping has you covered, servicing the Fargo-Moorhead area and beyond. For more information, go online to greenearthnd.com. That's greenearthnd.com.
YourLiveEvent.com, our area insurance pre-match show continues. Talking with Coach Justin Lehman for Kindred. And Coach, we've hit the final couple of regular season duels for you and your team. Season's kind of flown by. We talked to you on Friday, got the win against LLM. Just kind of talk about what the last week has been like getting ready here for this final couple duels.
Just like we talked about all year, keep working on things we're working on, keep getting better every day, and it's kind of the same thing we're looking for tonight. Just keep getting better, keep working, and see where things go from there.
A couple more East Region opponents there for your wrestlers. Just talk about how important it is, right, to take every single match seriously going in here tonight.
Yeah, we talked about that a lot in the last couple weeks here. Whether we know how good an opponent is, or if they're not very good, we maybe beat them by a lot. But you take everyone the same way. Think of it as it's going to be a hard match. Treat it the same, and then you eliminate some of the outside things that can happen in those matches.
Favorite question as well, just what do you want to see from your wrestlers out here tonight?
Yeah, keep getting better, keep pushing the pace, and just doing the right things each and every time we're on the mat.
Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck to your wrestlers.
Thank you.
Embrace the joy of community at Halsted Living Center and Heritage House in Halsted, where wonderful neighbors and energetic minds come together. If you're seeking more than just a place to call home, you found the right spot with Halsted Living Center and Heritage House. Whether your interests lie in music, agriculture, sports, or dancing, you'll find someone who shares your passion and expertise. Discover a fulfilling lifestyle filled with connection and celebration with Halsted Living Center and Heritage House in Halsted. Get more information by calling 218-456-2105 or log on to halstedlivingcenter.com.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime, serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond. We are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
Brady Siebel's back with you here tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. Thank you so much for joining us here from Northern Cass, North Dakota High School boys and girls wrestling. Here as we hit the final stretch, the final third of January. Regionals coming up. First Saturday in February is Region Duels. Second Friday is Region Girls. Saturday is Region Individuals. We're excited to say that right here on YourLiveEvent.com, we have got you covered for regionals on this side of the state. Some of the wrestling tournaments that we have coming up here tomorrow and Saturday will be in Lisbon, as it's the boys Store Hog tournament. Brett, Dick, and myself, wall-to-wall coverage Friday and Saturday at the Store Hog. Coming up next weekend, Friday and Saturday, Brent will be out in New Salem for the annual East-West Classic. Saturday, I'll be in Castleton for the Girls Belle of the Brawl tournament. Should be a fun and long action-packed Saturday of wrestling. Then when we get to February, we've got you covered with all of the regional action in this eastern side of the state. The Northeast Sub-Region Duels, formerly the Region 2 schools, including Mayport, CG, Hillsboro, Central Valley, and North. We'll have that coverage for you. The Southeast Sub-Region Duels are in Napoleon, featuring the teams as Kindred, Northern Cass, Oaks Boys, and such. Those that will be also on YourLiveEvent.com. And the girls East Region Dual Tournament is at Fargo South. Coverage for that tournament as well right here on YourLiveEvent.com. When we get to Friday, February 13, it's the girls East Region Individual Tournament. We'll have coverage on YourLiveEvent.com from Valley City. Then the next day, it's individual tournament for the boys' side, the East Region Tournament, back at Valley City. We'll have coverage for you for that one. We'll also have coverage of the EDC Boys Wrestling Tournament for Class A down at West Fargo, Cheyenne. And then Thursday, Friday, our wall-to-wall audio coverage of wrestling, of the state wrestling tournament from the floor of the Fargo Dome. We'll have that for you Thursday and Friday, and pending teams to make it to the dual tournament. Dual tournament is Saturday, February 21st. Stay tuned for coverage on YourLiveEvent.com. If we've got some of our area YLE schools qualifying for the state dual tournament, we'll have the dual coverage as well right here on YourLiveEvent.com. So if you have not already, make sure to hit that subscribe button to our YouTube channel. You can also visit our website, find the links to all of the upcoming sports and community interest broadcasts for you and your favorite teams. Also, follow our social media, our X and Facebook pages, our daily updates, our daily posts, letting you know the coverage and where we will be for that upcoming evening, so you can know where we'll be right here on yourliveevent.com as the winter season just continues to roll on. As you heard, we have postseason wrestling. We'll also have some postseason boys and girls basketball in both A and B divisions as well. So again, the best time of the year. We've got you covered on both sides of the river in North Dakota and Minnesota. Your spot for high school sports right here on yourliveevent.com. A reminder, the Wednesdays, last night it was the yourliveevent.com coaches show. You can go back anytime to see previous episodes featuring the area coaches, as well as the senior spotlight athlete of the week, and of course new this year, the crowning moments, the highlight montage of all of the highlights from the previous week's actions right here on yourliveevent.com. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll get you ready for our opening matches. That is coming up when we return from Northern Cass. It's high school wrestling on yourliveevent.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Senior night for Northern Cass. We'll get you the call with A.D. Laxdal here on yourliveevent.com.
After high school, attend Minot State University and get a criminal justice degree. Anders Sundnes. Kate Williams. Fondest memory of playing wrestling at Northern Cass? Falling off the stage headfirst onto basketball practice during one of Laxdal's practices. His eyes were pretty wide open when he hit the floor. Plans after Northern Cass, attend New Mexico State. Right now our juniors have some speeches.
Tonight I'm going to talk about Caden Aegis. Start with Caden. Caden, I'm really glad you decided to come back to wrestle your senior season. This year I've had a lot of fun being your practice partner, even if every single day I complain about you eating like 100 times more than me.
We would just join me one more time congratulating our seniors and their parents. Thank you for your dedication to Northern Cats Wrestling.
So good evening, everyone. Welcome to our duels for tonight here at the Cats.
A senior night presentation for the Jaguar Wrestling program. We'll take a break. We'll come back with our opening matches. This has been your Irie Insurance pregame show online at irieins.com. More to come on your live event.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 201 Main Street, Hunter.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Are you looking for the perfect hardwood for your next winter project? Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro has exciting news. Hardwood is now available in the Red River Valley only at Cywick. Whether you're a crafter, woodworker, or hobbyist, they have what you need to make your project. Choose from 3 convenient thicknesses and a beautiful variety of woods: red oak, cherry, white oak, hard maple, walnut, hickory, and poplar. Get started on your next masterpiece with the help of Cywick Lumber and Hardware, Hillsboro.
Ready to start our matches here in just a few moments as you see the captains' meetings about to get underway. Once again, our schedule of events here for this evening. The red mat, the old Mayport CG mat, that will be the boys' mat here tonight, officially mat number 1. The black Northern Cast mat, that will be the girls' mat here this evening. As we'll get you our schedule here for matches once again. Round number 1, boys' duel will be Northern Cast versus Kindred. The girls' duel is Mayport CG versus Oaks. Round number 2, boys will be Mayport CG and Kindred. Girls will be Northern Cast and Oaks. And the final one, 7 o'clock tonight, Mayport CG and Northern Cast, boys and girls, going up against each other. So again, our first duel, boys, is Northern Cast and Kindred. Kindred looking to wrap up the undefeated in region duels. Here again, the region duel tournament will be the 7th of, the 7th of January. They will wrestle in Napoleon. And we'll have that for you right here on yourliveevent.com. Jaden Rude, Isaac Davidson is your 107-pound matchup in the boys division. Should be a good matchup between two quality wrestlers here between the two of them. As wrestlers checked in. Again, we'll have both mats here. Red mat, boys. Black mat, girls. We'll rotate. Get you all the coverage right here on yourliveevent.com. Thanks for joining us on this 22nd day of January, a frigid January. So wherever you are, we thank you for tuning in and hope you're staying warm tonight, tomorrow, and the weekend as well with this frigid temperatures here in the Red River Valley. So Davidson Rune are our first matchup as we'll get the opening whistle. As they'll start, neutral position, shot fake attempt, battle hand control shot. Davidson in on a single leg, looking to lift it up. Whizzer from Rude trying to reverse it. No change yet. We've got a scramble. Both wrestlers able to get back up to their feet. Throw by attempt by Rude. And then they'll circle in, face each other, break apart for a moment. No score. 35 seconds in. You're on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in Minnesota and North Dakota. Online at dhb.bank. Davidson in on a shot attempt, looking to see if he can finish it. And gets the takedown. So Isaac Davidson, the first points of the matchup for the Jags. He leads 3-0. Here at 107 pounds. Looking for a ride. Deep waist in. Final 10 seconds of the first period. Davidson out to the side. Now we'll go roll out the wrist, ride it out. And Isaac Davidson's got a 3-0 lead going into period number 2. For the Jags, he's got choice. He wants to go top. As it looks like we've got blood time here. On Rude, trailing 3-0. Here the opening duel. Blood time from Bank North, online at banknorth.bank. So waiting for check-in for the girls' duel. As getting track wrestling set up. Hey, there we go. So back to wrestling as we'll get a forfeit here at 100 pounds on the girls' mat as Naomi DeFord for Mayport CG will get a forfeit victory at 100 pounds. So the Patriots lead 6-0 after one weight class. 20 seconds gone in the second period. Davidson with a 3-0 lead, still riding on top. And we'll get a restart back to the center. 106 pounds is our next weight class. Mayport CG leading 6-0. As Evie Satcham for Mayport CG, Adeline Villowen for Oaks. As Satcham in on a takedown right away, she'll get 3 points. Chin whip down. Villowen able to get back up to her feet and gets the escape point, 3-1. Davidson still riding in top control with a 3-0 lead. 1 minute to go in the period. Rude up to his feet looking for the escape. Davidson able to get a mat return. Satcham able to get a takedown for Mayport CG, up her lead to 6-1. She'll cut and go right back in on a shot attempt. 3 more points. It's 9-2 Evie Satcham. 40 seconds into the period on that one as they'll go out of bounds, get a restart, minute 15 to go in that girls 106-pound matchup. Davidson with a crossface for Northern Cass on the boys' side. Looking to see if he can get a turn. Satcham will say, let's start in the neutral position. Phil Owen will get the escape point, 9-3. Satcham with a 6-point lead. Davidson, edge of the mat, and we'll go out of bounds. No change. 13 seconds to go in the second period. Satcham's back in on a takedown attempt for Mayport CG, turning the corner, get 3 points. Now make it 12-3. 9-point lead. Satcham, half Nelson. Loses the handle, sit out by Villoven. Satcham looking to follow, Villoven up to her feet. Satcham looking for the mat return, gets it, stays in top control, no change. Final 10 seconds on the boys' side. Davidson has rode out this period. Leads 3-0. Satcham gets a turn for Mayport CG. 30 seconds for Evie Satcham to try to get the pinfall. End of the period, Davidson still with a 3-0 lead going into period number 3. Satcham looking for the pinfall. Chicken wing, trying to see if she can get the second shoulder onto the mat. Now puts in a headlock finish. 15 seconds to try to get the fall. And we'll get a whistle. That'll do it for the period. So for a near fall for Satcham, she'll take a 13-6 lead going into the second period. Davidson gets a takedown for Northern Cass, so he'll up his lead to 6-0. Shot attempt by Satcham. Takedown would result in the tech fall, and there it is. Evie Satcham, 19-3. So 5 more points on the dual scoreboard for Mayport CG. They'll lead 11-0 going into 112 pounds. So 112. So Mayport CG is open. Marliese Lorenz for the Oaks Tornadoes. We'll get them on the scoreboard, getting 6 points for the forfeit victory. 11-6 Oaks Trails as we go to 118 pounds. Final 20 seconds of the matchup. Davidson with a 6-0 lead for Northern Cass. Puts in the chicken wing, and Root able to get up to his feet, but Davidson able to run him out of bounds. No change. 15 seconds to go. Davidson with the drapes the arm around the back and to see if he can get some near fall points before the end of the matchup, as that'll do it. So Isaac Davidson will get the 6-0 decision victory for Northern Cass, defeating Kindred's Jaden Rude. The Jags the first on the scoreboard, 3-0 they lead on the dual scoreboard. Mayport CG Oaks, your girls matchup, 118, Jocelyn Boyer for Mayport CG, Izzy Hembry-Mueller for the Oaks Tornadoes. As Boyer with a quick 6-1 lead. Scoop the head, see if she can get the reverse half finish, try to get the pinfall. Hembry-Mueller bellies herself out. Boyer with the crossface, spinning around the head. Gonna try to adjust, go chest to chest. There's the pinfall. Jocelyn Boyer for Mayport CG. The pinfall in 42 seconds for the Patriots. 114-pound matchup. Nola Mengi for the Kindred Vikings. Owen Steinberger for Northern Cass. As Mengi able to get the takedown, he'll lead 3-0. as Kaylee Mueller will get the forfeit victory at 124 pounds for Mayport CG. Kaylee Mueller the forfeit at 124. Mangy with a 3-0 lead with a minute to go in the first period. Still riding tough on top. As Sophia Dodge with the forfeit victory at 130 pounds. Another forfeit victory, Kendall Drayle for Mayport CG, the forfeit at 136. And a double open at 142. Mangy with a 3-0 lead, 10 seconds to go in the first period. Waiting for the Kindred Vikings. Shoots a half, trying to roll it out. Is going to run out of time, but Mangy will take a 3-0 lead into period number 2. 148 pounds, Lexi Dill for the Tornadoes, Lena DeFord for Mayport CG. Shot attempt by DeFord, but Dill able to sprawl and get the takedown. She'll cut DeFord. Mangy with a 5-0 lead, got a reversal. Trying to lock up a turn. Has the cradle. Let's see if we can get that back, arch him over. Trying to stack up Steinberger, looking for the pinfall. Steinberger trying to fight off of his back. Able to get back to his side. Mangy's going to re-throw it. Same move. So official still holding the count of 4. Mangy wants the pinfall. Dill with a takedown. DeFord with an escape. 6-2, minute and 5 seconds to go in the first on the girls' side. Halfway gone in the second. Mangy still with that cradle locked up. Seeing if he can get those shoulders pinned to the mat. Official still holding 4. Same move. Walk around the head, see if he can get the fall. Steinberger still trying to fight off of his back. Mule kicking, seeing if he can get that, break the grip, belly himself out. Dill tacks on another takedown for Oaks. There's the pinfall for Mangy in 3:32 for the Vikings, excuse me. So Mangy gives Kindred a 6-3 lead on the Dakota Heritage Bank dual scoreboard. Dill with a 9-2 lead for Oaks. Final 10 seconds of the period. Dill going to look to put in a crossface. 121 will have a double forfeit on the boys' side of things. That'll do it for the period. Dill with a 9-2 lead for Oaks going into the second period. So the boys will go to 127. As 127, a forfeit victory for Kindred. We'll wait for track wrestling to give us a name. 10-2, Dill with the lead. As they're at 133 pounds. So Gavin Rood, Remington Burnside, your matchup at 133. As Rood looking for a turn. Chicken wing. Also has a half. Rude out to the other side, going to try to run around the head. Dill with a turn, looking for the pinfall for Oaks, as is Rude for Kindred, and then we'll get a whistle. And potentially dangerous, so Rude will get 4 near fall. He'll take a 7-0 lead. I believe 127, it was Gavin Swenson taking the forfeit victory for Kindred. As Dill will pick up a tech fall victory for the Oaks Tornadoes. Defeating Lena DeFord 17-2. $155 is a double forfeit. Final 15 seconds of the first period. Rude with a 7-0 lead, looking to see if he can get a turn, tack on to his lead. Half Nelson, looking to see if he can run it. $170-pound girl matchup. Emma Stevens for Mayport CG. Aaliyah Feliciano for Oaks. Start of the second on the boys' side. Rude with a 7-0 lead. He'll start in the down position, quickly up to his feet, looking to tack on another point, make it 2 with a reversal for Gavin Rude. He'll take a 9-0 lead in the second period. Half Nelson looking to run with it, readjust the grip. Now going to go out to the side. Head in the side. Rude will spin back, circle. Make sure he stays in top control. 30 seconds gone in the period. Feliciano Stevens, neutral position. 50 seconds gone in the period. Seeing if a shot attempt opens up. Rude in top control. See if he can get a turn. Stevens in on a shot attempt. Feliciano with a sprawl. Both wrestlers on their knees. Stevens looking for a throw and able to limp arm out. Gets the takedown for Emma Stevens. Stevens trying to lock up a cradle for the Patriots. Rude with the half Nelson, now going to go the other side. Under 30 seconds to go in the period. Stevens tried to lock up a cradle. Feliciano would break the grip, but now Stevens with a breakdown right to the belly with 15 seconds to go in the period. Rude running the half, looking for the fall. Has it, chest to chest, has the turn. Near fall points upcoming. Burnside trying to fight off of his back, has 3 seconds to try to last, and Gavin Rude gets the pinfall victory, 3:59. Rude able to lock up the half Nelson. That's your Agassi Precision Egg move of the match, brought to you by Agassi Precision Egg in Hillsboro. Online at planterdoc.com, 701-636-2119. $139 on the boys' side of things. $139 will be a double forfeit. We'll go to $145. Jager Jordheim and Jackson Ness. 145-pound matchup. End of the period. Stevens with a 3-0 lead. Jordheim with the takedown. He'll take a 3-0 lead for Kindred. He'll cut Ness. Ness in on a shot attempt for the Jags. Jordheim with a sprawl. Front headlock, snap down attempt, spin behind, get the takedown. Jordheim ups his lead 6-1, 30 seconds gone in the period. Edge of the mat, they'll wrestle. And out of bounds they go. They'll get a restart back to the center. Stevens able to up her lead, 5-0 she leads in the second. After the restart, Jordheim looking to lock up a cradle, arches them back, loses the grip of it. Ness able to belly himself out, did get a count of 2, so 2 more near fall points. 8-1 Jordheim with the lead. Feliciano able to get a reversal for Oaks, also a couple of back points, looking to see if she can arch walk that head back. Now has the turn and the fall. Aaliyah Feliciano for the Oaks Tornadoes, the pinfall in the second period, 3:45 for the Tornadoes. Jordheim looking for a fall for Kindred. Ness trying to fight off of his back, trying to bridge, see if he can belly himself out, scoop the head, reverse half for Jordheim, see if he can get both shoulders to the mat, 25 seconds. There's the pinfall. Jigger Jordheim for the Kindred Vikings, 136 for Kindred, picking up the 6 dual points as he'll defeat Jackson Ness.
Up next on the boys at 152 pounds, from Kindred, Noah Swenson. The cast is open.
Noak Swenson will get the forfeit victory for Kindred at 152. 160, Miles Thielgis and Nye Kerr. Girls duel wraps up as it'll be a 35-17 Mayport CG victory. So the Patriots get the dual victory as Thielgis with a takedown tacks on to his school record, picked up the school record in takedowns last Friday against Lemoore Litchfield Marion. As we'll have blood time, our blood time from Bank North, online at banknorth.bank. We'll get you our recap here from the Hunter Insurance Agency, 201 Main Street in Hunter. Again, it's 35-17. Mayport CG defeats the Oaks Tornadoes. Naomi DeFord for the Patriots, a forfeit at 100. Evie Satcham for Mayport CG, a 19-3 tech fall victory over Adeline Villoen at 106. 112, Marlies Lorenz gets a forfeit victory for Oaks. 118, Jocelyn Boyer for the Patriots, a 42-second pinfall over Izzy Hembry-Mueller. 124, Kaylee Mueller for Mayport CG with a forfeit. Sophia Dodge with a forfeit at 130 for the Patriots. And Kendall Drayle for Mayport CG, a forfeit at 136. 142 was a double forfeit. 148, Lexi Dill for the Oaks Tornadoes picks up a 17-2 tech fall victory over Lena DeFord. 155 was a double forfeit. 170, Elisa Feliciano for the Tornadoes, 347 pinfall over Emma Stevens. 190, 250 was a double forfeit as well. And that is how we get to a 35-17 victory for Mayport CG. On the girls' side of things, that's your update and recap from the Hunter Insurance Agency. Still trying to wipe up blood here. Thielgis with a 3-0 lead over Nye Kerr. Again, our second duel will be Oaks and Northern Cass. Northern Cass as Oaks, as we'll get back to wrestling here on the boys' side of things. Theelgis with a 6-1 lead as he'll get the takedown, tack on his lead. Theelgis chicken wing, going to try to run with it. Near fall points upcoming. Plenty of time for Theelgis, has a minute to try to get the fall. He's going to try to adjust, rethrow it, and see if he can get both shoulders onto the mat. Kerr trying to bridge, fight off of his back. Trying to stack Kerr up. Kerr, though, able to get back to his side, see if he can belly himself out. There's the pinfall victory. Miles Theelgis the pinfall victory, and 127 for the Kindred Vikings. Captain's meeting going on right now for Northern Cass and Oaks. Fisher Johnson for Kindred. Atticus Geetson for Northern Cass, 172-pound matchup. Shot attempt and a takedown. 3-0. The lead as he'll cut Geetson. Johnson looking for another takedown. Snap down by Johnson, edge of the mat. Shot attempt. Geetson able to sprawl. Trying to lock up the front headlock. Johnson, though, will lock up the cradle, spin around, get the 3 points for the takedown. Now lock up the cradle. Geetson able to break the grip. Johnson with a crossface. Chicken wing. Johnson looking to run with it. Chicken wing. Johnson going to try to finish it. 20 seconds to try to get the fall here for Fisher Johnson. Geetson has to try to fight off of his back. 10 seconds to try to survive. See if he can get the fall. Geetson trying to last 5 more seconds to go into the second period. And that'll do it for the period. It is 4 near fall points for Johnson, so up his lead to 10-1. Girls' side of things, it was 100 pounds was a double forfeit. We're now at 106 pounds. Amelia Heidbrenner of Northern Cass, Adeline Villowen for the Oaks Tornadoes. As Hyde Breeder with the takedown 3-0, add in 4 near fall. She's got a 7-0 lead. Johnson will start in the down position to start period number 2. Looking for the reversal, gets it. So Johnson, 2 more points on the reversal, ups his lead. Hyde Breeder with another takedown to make it 10-1. Halfway gone in the period, shoots the half, runs with it, out to the side, gonna try to get the fall. There it is. Amelia Heidbrenner for the Northern Cass Jaguars. The pinfall victory, 106. And she brings the energy there in that one. That one is brought to you by Enbridge. Life takes energy. Energy for life. Online at enbridge.com. Amelia Heidbrenner for the Northern Cass. the pinfall victory over Addison Valoan of the Oaks Tornadoes. Johnson, he gets the pinfall for Kindred as well in 3 minutes and 16 seconds. Fisher Johnson with a pinfall victory at 172. As we go to 189 pounds. Tanner Mengi, Luke Walski, 189 on the boys' side of things, 112 pounds on the girls' side. Hannah Johnson for Northern Cass, Marlise Lorenz for the Oaks Tornadoes. That's your girls' matchup. Forehead to forehead. Walski a junior, Mengi a sophomore for Kindred. Mengi in on a shot attempt, looking to finish it, gets it. So Mengi with the takedown for Kindred. He leads 3-0, minute and 5 seconds to go in the period. Johnson, Lorenz, neutral. They're in on a scramble. Sprawl by Lorenz. Johnson able to get back up to her feet. Front headlock for Lorenz, looking for a snap down. Johnson back in on a single leg. Reshot, looking to get it, and the takedown. So Johnson able to get the takedown. They go out of bounds. She'll lead 3-0. Mengi with the crossface. As Lorenz will get the escape point for the Tornadoes. Make it 3-1 on the girls' side. Mengi with a 3-0 lead on the boys' side. Trying to put in a crossface. Final 5 seconds of the period. Mengi will just look to ride it out. And Tanner Mengi has a 3-0 lead going into period number 2. Johnson with a 3-1 lead for Northern Cass going into period number 2 on that side. Lorenz will start in the down position. Johnson able to get the mat return. Mengi tacks onto his lead with an escape point. In on a single leg, turns the corner. Tanner Mengi, 3 more points, 7-0. He leads, 25 seconds gone in the second period there on the boys' match. Mengi out to the side, out in front. He'll cut Walski, give up the escape point. Shot attempt. Walski able to get the leg back free. Reshot by Mengi. Sprawl by Walski. Mengi, though, able to get the takedown, 10-1. He'll take the lead. As Mengi going to look to cut Walski again, see if he can get another takedown. In on a shot attempt. Single leg, sprawl by Walski. Wizard position, still neutral. Walski able to face, sprawled out. Mengi on a single leg shot, trying to finish the takedown. As a cradle for Johnson over on the girls' side, Hannah Johnson the pinfall in 90 seconds for Northern Cass. 12-0. Northern Cass leads on the Dakota Heritage Bank dual scoreboard. Mengi able to get the takedown, so it's 13-2. He's got an 11-point lead. Final 10 seconds of the second period. As Mangy will just ride it out. 13-2, he leads going into period number 2. Excuse me, period number 3. 118, McKenna Affield for Northern Cass. Izzy Hembry Mueller for the Oaks Tornadoes. Walski will start in the top position, begin the final 2 minutes. Needs a turn, needs something here. As we get a technical violation on Hembry Mueller, as it looks like had something on the wrist. That's a technical violation and 1 point. Affield with the 1-0 lead early on. As Walski gets a reversal. Looking for the pinfall. Walski bridging, trying to fight off his back. Mangy wants the fall. Tanner Mangy, the pinfall victory. 4:38 for Kindred, defeating Northern Cass's Luke Walski. As Mangy breaks the all-time escape record for Kindred here in this matchup. So congratulations to Tanner Mangy, the new escape leader. 2:15, Cole Richard will get a forfeit victory. Tanner Mangy bringing the energy at 189 pounds, brought to you by Enbridge. Life takes energy. Energy for life, online at enbridge.com. 285, Caden Williams will get a forfeit victory for Northern Cass. So the duel will finish 54-9. 54-9, Kindred with the defeats Northern Cass on the Dakota Heritage Bank dual scoreboard. Affield with a 4-1 lead, 20 seconds to go in the period. Northern Cass, Kindred in exhibition matchups. Owen Steinberger, Tony Vetter in an exhibition matchup. Affield still with a 3-0 lead. As we go into the second period, we'll get you our recap from the Hunter Insurance Agency. 107, Isaac Davidson for Northern Cass, a 6-0 decision victory over Jaden Rude. 114 through 215, Kindred takes every match, so they take the middle 11, or middle 10 with a double forfeit, couple double forfeits. Northern Cass gets the first and final dual victory. As Affield able to shoot a half, looking to run with it, going to try for the pinfall. Hembry Mueller has to bridge, has to try to fight off of her back. Has a minute 35 to try to get back to her belly. As Affield trying for the pinfall, plenty of time to settle in, squeeze the head, there it is. McKenna Affield with the pinfall victory, 2:35 for the Jags. So again, 107 for Northern Cass. Isaac Davidson, a 6-0 decision victory over Jaden Rude. 114, Nolan Mangy for Kindred, 334 pinfall over Owen Steinberger. 121 was a double forfeit. 127, Gavin Swenson takes a forfeit. 133, Gavin Rude defeats Remington Birdside. 241 for the Vikings. 145, Jager Jordheim for Kindred. 136, pinfall over Jackson Ness. 152, Noak Swenson, a forfeit victory for the Vikings. 160, Miles Thielgis with a 117 pinfall over Nye Kerr. 172, Fisher Johnson for Kindred, 318 pinfall over Atticus Geetson. 189, Tanner Mangy for Kindred defeats Luke Walski 438 by pinfall. 215 Cole Richard with a forfeit for the Vikings. 285 Caden Williams a forfeit for Northern Cass. Your final was 54-9 Kindred on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Couple of forfeits there for the girls' side of things. Isabel Erickson for Northern Cass at 124. Avery Davidson at 130 for the Jags. And 136, Annabelle Steinberger. And we'll get a double forfeit at 142. So it's 36-0 Northern Cass with the lead on the dual score. Steinberger with a 4-0 lead for Northern Cass over Tony Vetter as they wrestle halfway through the second period. Girls duel, Evelyn Johnson for Northern Cass, Lexi Dill for Oaks. Shot attempt by Dill, single leg. Johnson looking to sprawl and able to spin behind, get the takedown. Evelyn Johnson for Northern Cass with a 3-0 lead. Dill up to her feet only momentarily with a mat return by Johnson. Steinberger with a near fall to end the second period. He leads 11-0 going into the third. Half Nelson attempt for Johnson. Dill, though, able to peel. Johnson trying to get that power half, has it secured once again out to the side, looking to run with it, looking for the turn. Dill, though, able to belly herself out. Crossface for Johnson. Steinberger looking to pick up the victory. 90 seconds to go in the period. Leads 11-0. End of the period, Evelyn Johnson with a 3-0 lead at 148 pounds. Steinberger going to look for the fall. Should have a tech fall locked up with 4 near fall points. He's going to go spin to the other side, chest to chest. Owen Steinberger, the pinfall victory for Northern Cass. The next exhibition matchup on the boys' side, Remington Burns side for Northern Cass, Ben Fitzpatrick for Kindred. Crossface for Dill, trailing 3-0. Burnside with the takedown for Northern Cass. He'll lead 3-0. 25 seconds gone in the period. Dill looking to ride tough on top, seeing if she can get a turn. And we'll get a stalemate back to the center. No change. Up to her feet is Johnson, looking for the escape mat returned by Dill, stays in control. Dill looking for a turn, seeing if she can put in the half. Johnson, though, able to belly herself out. Burnside looking for a turn, seeing if he can get the pinfall there on the boys' mat. 30 seconds to go in the period. Cradle attempt by Dill Johnson, though, able to break the grip. 20 seconds to go in the period. Dill gonna shoot a half. Johnson able to peel. As Burnside a pinfall victory for Northern Cass. We'll get a stalling warning. Johnson with her first stall warning. Final couple ticks of the clock. Up to her feet is Johnson, unable to get the escape, but Dill will get charged with a clasp, and so it's a penalty point. Evelyn Johnson has a 4-0 lead going into the third and final period. Our next exhibition matchup on the boys' side, Ben Carlson versus Avery Kerr. Dill up to her feet, looking for the escape, able to break the grip, turn face, get the point. So Dill, her first points of the matchup, she'll trail 4-1. As Ben Carlson will get the pinfall victory for Kindred. Takedown by Dill, she'll tie it up at 4. Was trailing 4-0. Next exhibition on the boys' side, Jackson Grossman going up against Charlie Marjoram. Full Nelson, illegal move, and so a penalty point issued to Dill. So that gives Johnson the 5-4 lead. Coach Greenmeyer saying go neutral to start the go neutral. Give up the escape point. So 6-4, Dill needs a takedown for the Tornadoes. Dill just front headlock, ragdolling Johnson to the mat, and she'll get the takedown, 7-6. Gonna look for a breakdown. Dill with her first lead of the matchup, 7-6. Jackson Grossman with the pinfall on the boys' side of things. Final exhibition matchup, River Fetch and Hunter Sorensen. Stalling warning issued on Johnson. I believe that's her second, and so that is a penalty point given to Dill. It's now 8-6, Lexi Dill with a 2-point lead, and we'll get a stalemate back to the center. Bottom wrestler set, top on. And the whistle, cross face by Dill, able to break Johnson back down. Final 10 seconds, she's just gonna try to ride it out, pick up the victory. Cross face out to the side. Final couple of ticks of the clock, and Lexi Dill for the Oaks Tornadoes, the 8-6 decision victory. She went into the period trailing 4-0, but able to get outscore in that final 2 minutes, 8-2. The final takedown, which was the winner. That was your Agassi Precision Egg move of the match, brought to you by Agassi Precision Egg in Hillsboro. Online, plantyourdock.com, 701-636-2119 for Agassi Precision Egg in Hillsboro. $155. We'll get a forfeit at 155 for Northern Cass. Isabel Euchert will get the forfeit victory at 155. And so we'll go to 170. Jocelyn Johnson for the Jaguars, Aaliyah Feliciano for the Oaks Tornadoes. 170-pound matchup. Both wrestlers working on upper body, see if they can get a throw, and we'll get a whistle. And the headgear strap comes out for Feliciano. We'll get a restart back to the center. As Fetch for Kindred has an 11-0 lead in the second period. Neutral, Johnson looking for a shot attempt. Sprawl Feliciano in on a front headlock and to see if she can get the match's opening points. Johnson, but then Feliciano able to get the snap down. Double leg for Johnson. Fetch gets the pinfall for Kindred. As we get a stalemate back to the center, no change, still scoreless. So handshakes on the boys matchup. Kindred Mayport CG will be the second duel. .40 seconds to go in the period. Still neutral. Johnson in on a single leg. Sprawl by Feliciano. Snap down attempt. Johnson single leg. Final 15 seconds, still neutral. Feliciano looking to turn the corner, spin behind, see if she can get the takedown. Breaks the grip and able to spin belly Johnson out. Feliciano gets the takedown just before the whistle. So Aaliyah Feliciano for the Oaks Tornadoes, a 3-0 lead going into period number 2. Feliciano in top control, puts in the chicken wing, or excuse me, the cradle, arches it back. Now going to try to see if she can get the back exposed of Johnson. Out to the side, arch it back. Knee in the side, head in the temple, there's the fall. Aaliyah Feliciano for the Oaks Tornadoes, the pinfall victory, 229 for the Oaks Tornadoes. Two more weight classes on the girls' side of things. Oaks is open at 190. Kira Holdis will get the forfeit at 190. As Oaks is open as well at 250 pounds. Ryan Davis will get the forfeit victory for Northern Cass, and that will finish up the duel. As your final on the Bank North scoreboard in duel number 2 on the girls' side of things. Northern Cass 54, Oaks 9. We'll get you our recap here from the Hunter Insurance Agency at 201 Main Street in Hunter. 100 pounds was a double forfeit. 106, Amelia Heidbreder for Northern Cass. 107 pinfall over Adeline Valoen. 112, Hannah Johnson for Northern Cass. 331 pinfall over Marlies Lorenz. 118, McKenna Affield for the Jags, a 238 pinfall over Izzy Hembry Mueller. Jaguars get the next 3 weight classes by forfeit victories. 124, Isabel Erickson. 130, Avery Davidson. 136, Annabelle Steinberger, all receiving forfeit victories. 142, a double forfeit. 148, Lexi Dill for the Tornadoes, an 8-6 decision victory over Evelyn Johnson. 155, Isabel Euchert for Northern Cass picks up a forfeit. 170, Aaliyah Feliciano, a 229 pinfall over Jocelyn Johnson at 170. 190, 250, forfeit victories for Northern Cass. Kira Holdis at 90, Ryan Davis at 250, and that is how we got to a final score of 54-9 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Northern Cass picks up the dual victory. It's your between match report from the Hunter Insurance Agency. I believe it's Izzy Hembry Mueller and Lola Johnson is your first exhibition matchup. I believe that's what I heard. I have it written down. As Johnson has a 3-0 lead. Mason Traum, an exhibition matchup. He'll get the pinfall victory for Kindred over Mason Dutcher. Next exhibition matchup, it's Jackson Grossman for Kindred. And Ryerson Boulez for Mayport CG. As Grossman will get the pinfall victory for Kindred. As now we'll get the boys duel started here on mat number, or the red mat, between Kindred and Mayport CG. Anthony Vetter at 107 for Kindred. As Mayport CG is open, so Vetter will open up the scoring for the Patriots. Looks like Johnson gets the pinfall victory for Northern Cass. Lexi Dill, Izzy Eckert for your next girls exhibition matchup. Boys side of things, 114, Jaden Rude for Kindred, Jacob Mueller for Mayport CG. Rude with the cradle, going to try to lock it up, see if he can get the pinfall victory. Still has the cradle, same move. Puts the cradle, arches them back, going to look for the fall. Plenty of time to try to get it for Jaden Rude. Going to re-throw it, rerun it, see if we can get the fall. Still a minute to try to get it. Mueller arching, able to break the grip. Works himself back to his base. Official still holding the 4 points. Eckert with the pinfall for Northern Cass. Out to the side is Rude, looking to see if we can get the pinfall. Scoops the head, there it is. Jaden Rude for the Kindred Vikings at 114 pounds. The 124 pinfall victory. Next girl matchup, Aaliyah Feliciano for Oaks, Ryan Davis for Northern Cass. Bodie Love for Mayport CG, Nolan Mangi for Kindred. 121-pound matchup. Mangi a front headlock. Shot attempt by Love. Single leg into a double. And gets the takedown. Bodie Love for Mayport CG, the 3 takedown. Love in top control, has the half Nelson, going to see if he can run with it, try to get the turn. And we'll get a whistle and get a stalemate. We'll get a restart back to the center. Still 3-0, Bodie Love with the lead. 4. Mayport CG. .40 seconds to go in the period. On the boys' side of things, Love looking for a turn. Davis Feliciano still scoreless. 20 seconds to go in the first period. They're on the girls' mat. Final 15 seconds. Love seeing if he can get a turn. Get a couple of near fall points. Mangi able to belly himself out though. Love with a crossface. Going to try to run with it, see if he can get some points before the end of the period. Mangi trying not to go over before the whistle and able to survive. Does not give up any near fall points. But Bodie Love has a 3-0 lead going into period number 2. Neutral to start the second period. Love in on a shot attempt. Sprawl by Mangi, looking to see if he can spin, get the takedown and tie it up. Grabbing at the wrist. Love able to hook an ankle. We've got a scramble. Mangi hits, puts in a half, gets the 3 for the takedown, but then Love able to reverse it. So +1 in that sequence for Mangi, but he trails now by 2 at 5-3. As Davis will get the opening points on the girls' side, on the girls' mat, as Feliciano will get dinged for a clasp. Davis with a 1-0 lead. Love with a half Nelson. Sit out here for Mangi. 30 seconds to go in the period. And we'll get a stalemate, no change, 27 seconds to go. Feliciano looking for the half. Davis able to peel. Now looking to turn and face. Restart, Mangi in the side, looking to lock up the cradle, has it. 2 for the reversal, going to try to get the pinfall before the end of the period. Love has to try to fight off of his back. Love bridging, trying to stay off his back to his side. Last chance for Mangi. He's going to readjust, rethrow it, runs out of time, but it is 4 points for a near fall. And Nolan Mangi now with a 5-0 lead going into the final 2 minutes. He's got choice, he'll choose top. End of the period, Davis with a 1-0 lead going into the third on the girls in an exhibition matchup. So Mangi in top position, looking to see if he can get a ride or a turn. Leading by 4 here at 121 pounds. Kindred with the 12-0 lead on the Dakota Heritage Bank dual scoreboard. Davis shoots a half for Northern Cass and gets the pinfall. Ryan Davis in 4-12 for the Jags. Love with a sit-out attempt. Mangi able to follow. Love with a sit-out once again. Mangi, though, a good job. Able to follow, stays in top control. Lucy Johnson, Marlise Lorenz, your next girl exhibition matchup. Sit out by Love. Looking for the switch. Mangi, though, able to defend, belly Love out. Mangi has a 9-5 lead with 45 seconds to go in the third period. We'll get a whistle, and they'll get Mangi on a stalling call. Official says can't stay parallel, got to get out to one side. Johnson with a takedown for Northern Cass, but Lorenz able to get a reversal. Final 20 seconds of the matchup. Nolan Mangi has a 9-5 lead. Hooks in an ankle, puts in a cross face. Let's see if we can get some near fall points. For near fall would put it into major decision territory. Love trying to bridge, trying not to get pinned in this matchup. There's the whistle. And it is 4 points for a near fall. Make it 13-5. As Mangi will get the decision victory, 13-5.
From Kindred, Gavin Swenson. Mayport CG is open at 127.
Gavin Swenson will get the forfeit victory at 127. Busy night for never mind. So Swenson will match up against Kipton Am for Mayport CG at 127. As Am with the takedown. Leading 3-0. And out of bounds they go. Get a restart back to the center. Let's get that changed in track wrestling. Jumping the gun at 127, Swenson and 127-pound matchup. Lila Pritchard with the pinfall for Northern Cass in a girls exhibition matchup on the black mat.
Our last duel from the girls' side from Oaks, Aaliyah Feliciano, and from Northern Cass,
Kira Holdis, Aaliyah Feliciano, that's your last exhibition matchup on the girls' side of things. 3-0 with the lead. Trying to lock up the chicken wing. Out to the side, still keeping that chicken wing. And out of bounds they go, back to the center, no change. Final 5 seconds of the period. Will just look to ride it out. Swenson with a roll attempt, but runs out of time. Will take a 3-0 lead into period number 2. As Swenson will get reversal, and we've got a scramble, and reverse it right back for Take a 5-3 lead. Puts in the single boot, 30 seconds gone in the period. As Feliciano will get the pinfall victory for the Oaks Tornadoes. That will do it for the Oaks Northern Cass girls duel. As Swenson will get a reversal and tie it up at 5. Up to his feet, able to turn and face Swenson. And out of bounds they go, no change. .44 seconds to go in the second period. So Oaks will wrap it up for the night. The Oaks girls, Mayport CG Northern Cass girls duel coming up here. As able to get the reversal back for Mayport CG. They're trading reversals this period. It's 7-5 with the lead. With a crossface, able to belly Swenson out. Swenson, though, able to work himself back to his base. Breaks him down once again, and we'll ride it out going into period number 3. Third period. As Swenson was looking for a takedown attempt, stumbled, lost his footing. Able to capitalize on it and get a takedown. With a 10-5 lead. sit out for Swenson. Though able to follow. Edge of the mat, and we'll go back to the center. Minute 22 to go in the third period. As Swenson gets a reversal right to the back, going to look for the pinfall. Under a minute to go in the third period. Gavin Swenson looking for the fall, gets it. Gavin Swenson with the reversal and the pinfall, bringing the energy in this duel. That's your Enbridge Energy wrestler of the duel. Life takes energy, energy for life. Online at enbridge.com. So go to 133.
We'll be starting at 155 pounds.
133, Gavin Rude for Kindred, Jackson Cavernan for Mayport CG. As Rude quickly in on the chicken wing and gets the fall. Gavin Rude locks up the chicken wing, gets the fall. That's your Agassi Precision Egg move of the match. Agassi Precision Egg in Hillsboro, 701-636-2119, planterdoc.com. 155 pounds is where we'll start this duel. Emma Stevens for Mayport CG. Isabel Eckert for Northern Cass. As Stevens looking to get the takedown. And 3 points. Emma Stevens for Mayport CG on the scoreboard.
From Kindred, Jagger, Jordan, and from Mayport CG, that's Monk.
139, Logan Nielsen for Mayport CG gets a forfeit victory as we go to 145 pounds. Maddox Mock for Mayport CG, the quick takedown, going up against Jager Jordheim of Kindred. As Mock locks up the cradle. Jordheim, though, able to break the grip. Does get a count of 3, so Mock ups his lead 6-0. Stevens still with a 3-0 lead, 20 seconds to go in the period. Eckert looking for the reversal into a switch, gets it. She gets on the scoreboard, she trails 3-2. Jordheim got a takedown. We're in on a scramble. Double leg attempt by Mock and brings him down for the takedown. Mock 3 more points, 9-1. He'll lead end of the period. Stevens still with a 3-2 lead going into the second period in the girls' duel. .30 seconds as we'll get a quick 2 near fall for Mock, so up his lead now. To 11-1 with 20 seconds to go. 6-2, Emma Stevens with the lead now for Mayport CG. As Mock will ride out the period, 11-1 he leads. As looks like we got blood time. Blood time from Bank North, online at banknorth.bank. Mock with an 11-1 lead. Stevens with a 6-2 lead for Mayport CG. And we'll get a stalemate back to the center. .30 seconds to go. Stevens with a 6-2 lead. Back to wrestling on the boys' mat. Mock with an 14-1 lead now. 2 points away from the tech fall. Out to the side. Mock seeing if he can get a turn. Roll attempt by Jordheim. Able to get back to his base. Little high is Stevens. Eckert looking to get out from the back door and gets the reversal before the end of the period. She trails by 2, 6-4 going into the final 2 minutes. And we'll get a restart. Back to the center, no change, 14-1. Mock leading Jordheim. Eckert will start in the top position, trailing by 2 to start the third period. Jordheim with the escape. Mock in on a shot attempt. And gets the takedown. It's a tech fall, 17-2. Maddox Mock for Mayport CG over Jager Jordheim of Kindred. At 145 pounds. Minute 10 seconds. As we'll get a stalemate back to the center. Euchre trails by 4. Noak Swenson for Kindred. And Brogan Erickson for Mayport CG. 152-pound matchup. 28-11, Kindred leads on the Dakota Heritage Bank dual score. As the takedown for Swenson, he'll lead 3-0. Cut Erickson. Back in on a shot attempt is Swenson. Reshot. Erickson looking for a headlock. Out of bounds they go. No change. 3-1. Swenson with the lead. Swenson, low single, gets the takedown. Up his lead to 6-1. Final 30 seconds on the girls' mat. Eckert needs a turn. Trails by 2. Instead, she'll give up the escape. Now needs a takedown. Shot attempt. Stevens with a sprawl and throws her right to the back. Stevens going to look for the pinfall. Final 10 seconds of the matchup. Eckert able to belly herself out, but it's 4 more points for Stevens and 2 for the reversal for Eckert, but out of time. And so 14-6 is how it will finish. Emma Stevens for Mayport CG with a victory. Swenson, chicken wing, now going to go to the other side. Also has a half. Now switches side again, runs the half. See if he can get the fall, chest to chest, scoop the head. Readjust, see if you can get the fall if you're Swenson. Erickson bridging, trying to stay off of his back. Unable to do so. Noak Swenson for the Vikings, the pinfall victory in 140.
Noah Swenson with the fall over Erickson. Up next in the boys at 160 pounds from Kindred, Miles Thielges.
Miles Thielges for Kindred.
And for Mayport CG,
Blake Aum for Mayport CG. Jocelyn Johnson with a forfeit victory for Northern Cass at 170. And still just with a 3-0 lead. Might have got a poked in the eye. He's good to go. Restart back in the center. Shot attempt off the whistle for Thiel. Just reshot. Puts the head in between, going through the back door. Grabbing at the leg, looking for a leg pass, but Thiel just able to get the takedown. 6-1. He'll cut Shuck attempt by Thielges into a single leg. Lifting up the leg, see if he can get the takedown, keep a foot in bounds, as Thielges will get the takedown up the lead. 9-2. He'll elect to start neutral with 1:15 to go. Couple more forfeits here for Northern Cass. Hero Holdus at 190 with a forfeit, and 250 Ryan Davis with a forfeit. 100 pounds, Mayport CG will get a forfeit. Naomi DeFord for the Patriots with a forfeit. Thielges, double leg, gets the takedown. Tack on to his lead. 15-4. .106 Evie Satcham for Mayport CG. Amelia Heibretter for Northern Cass. Out of bounds they go. 36 seconds to go in the period. It's 11-point. Miles Thielges lead. Satcham with the takedown. Scoop in the head. Heibretter, though, able to bridge. Belly herself out, but it is a 7-0 lead for Evie Satcham. Back in on a turn attempt. Gets the breakdown. And was trying to switch sides. Gets called for the full Nelson. So 7-1 as Heibretter will get the escape point. Or the penalty point. Excuse me. Thielges will get the tech fall in the first period. 19-4 the final. Miles Thielges defeats Blake Satcham with a turn once again. Scoop the head, get the fall. Evie Satcham, 59 seconds, bringing the energy in this duel. Life takes energy, energy for life. Online at Enbridge.com. Evie Satcham over Amelia Heibretter. Evie Satcham's our Enbridge Energy wrestler of the duel. 172, Fisher Johnson for Kindred. Riley Love for Mayport CG. As Fisher Johnson able to get the takedown. 112, Hannah Johnson for Northern Cass gets a forfeit victory as they go to 118. As we'll have a match at 118. Johnson with a 3-1 lead. Shot attempt, double leg. Sprawl attempt by Love. Johnson, though, able to drive him down for the takedown. 118, McKenna Affield for Northern Cass. Jocelyn Boyer for Mayport CG. Shot attempt by Love. Johnson with a sprawl. Spin behind. Get the takedown. Fisher Johnson ups his lead 9-2. Under a minute to go in the period. Johnson, deep waist. Grabbing the wrist of Love for a tilt. Love, though, able to roll through. Johnson able to belly Love out. .30 seconds to go in the first period. Love able to get the escape point. That'll do it for the period. 9-3, Fisher Johnson with the lead. As Boyer for Mayport CG able to get a takedown. Chicken wing gonna run with it. See if Boyer can get the fall. Try to readjust the grip. Johnson with an escape point, 9-3 he leads, and there's the fall for Jocelyn Boyer of Mayport CG, 149 for the Patriots, defeating McKenna Hatfield. Girls will move to 124. Love with a front headlock. Johnson, though, will get back up to his feet. Stays neutral. 124, Kaylee Mueller from Mayport CG. Isabel Erickson for Northern Cass. Johnson, the takedown, puts in the cradle, locks it up, gets the pinfall. Fisher Johnson for the Kindred Vikings. Your winner by fall, 253. As they'll move to 189 pounds. Tanner Mangy for Kindred. John Luke Peterson for Mayport CG here at 189. Mueller Erickson neutral position as we get a restart back to the center. Mangy shot attempt. Takedown ups his lead to 5, 6-1. He'll cut Peterson. Back in on a shot attempt. 3 more points, 9-2. Cut Luke Peterson, 9-3. Front headlock for Mangy. Peterson able to get himself up to his feet. Reshot by Mangy. Finishes it 12-3. Tanner Mangy with the lead, 45 seconds in. Mueller Erickson still scoreless, 45 seconds to go in the first period. Mangy puts in a crossface, looking for the pin. Luke Peterson trying to bridge, unable to do so. Tanner Mangy for the Kindred Vikings, 59 seconds for the pinfall.
At 2:15, from Kindred,
Cole Richard for Kindred at 2:15. We'll go up against Jen's Tweet. Shot attempt by Mueller at the whistle. Sprawl by Erickson. It stays neutral. No score in the second period. Mueller will start in the top position to begin period number 2. Richard with a takedown, but then we'll get a clasping call. Plus an escape point, 3-2. Richard looking for a bear hug, able to pop the head, duck under, and a takedown. So Richard ups his lead 6-2. And we'll now look to ride on top. Mueller looking for a turn, locks up the chicken wing. Going to try to run with it. Sit out roll by Erickson, able to get up to her feet, gets the escape. And Isabel Erickson on the scoreboard first, 1-0. Richard with a pinfall victory for the Kindred Vikings, 1-11. Over Jen's tweet. As we go to 285. Kindred is open. As Angel Holter will take a forfeit. So 57-17 is how your duel will finish. Kindred with the victory. We'll have 3 exhibition matches on the boys' side of things. So Ben Carlson, Landon is your first exhibition matchup on the boys' side. As 4-2, Erickson with the lead going into period number 3 for Kindred. Erickson will start in the top position. Mueller up to her feet. Erickson looking for the mat return. Gets it. Mueller, though, looking to pop right back up. Breakdown for Erickson, edge of the mat, and out of bounds they go. Ben Carlson with the pinfall victory for Kindred in the first exhibition matchup. Chris Dukeshire for Mayport CG going up against Henry Hyen. Erickson locking up a cradle, going to look for the pinfall for Northern Cass. As Hyen gets the pinfall for Kindred. Mueller able to belly herself out, but it is near fall points for Erickson. 4 of them, 8-2. She ups her lead. Mueller with the escape point. As a takedown for Erickson, 11-3 up her lead. Final 20 seconds of the matchup. As River Fetch defeats Ryerson Boulay in the third and final exhibition matchup. Final 19 seconds of the period. Isabel Erickson looking to pick up the victory. Puts in a chicken wing, just going to try to ride it out and pick up the decision victory, 11-3. Final 5 seconds. Erickson will just hold it right there. And Isabel Erickson, an 11-3 major decision victory over Kaylee Mueller. So get you our Hunter Insurance Agency recap of the boys matchup. 107, Anthony Vetter for Kindred picks up the forfeit victory. 114, Jaden Rude for the Vikings. A 124 pinfall over Jacob Mueller. 121, Nolan Mangi with the major decision. 15-3 over Bodie Love. 127, Gavin Swenson with the pinfall victory over Kipton 133, Gavin Root, a 23-second pinfall victory over Jackson Cavernan. 139, Logan Nielsen, a forfeit for the Patriots. 145, Maddox Mock for the Patriots. 17-2 tech fall over Jager Jordheim. 152, Noak Swenson, a 140 pinfall over Brogan Erickson. 160, Miles Thielges for Kindred, a tech fall, 19-4 over Blakecom. 172, Fisher Johnson for the Vikings, 256 pinfall over Riley Love. 189, Tanner Mangy for Kindred, a 1-minute pinfall over John Luke Peterson. 215, Cole Redshirt with a 105 pinfall over Jens Tweet. And 285, Angel Holter for Mayport CG with a pinfall, with a forfeit victory. That's how we get to our final score of 57-17 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. You're between your Matt Duel recap brought to you by the Hunter Insurance Agency. Girls side of things, 130 pounds. Avery Davidson with a 10-1 lead over Sophia Dodge of Mayport CG. Davidson looking to tack on to her lead as we wrestle with 3 weight classes to go. And there's the fall. Avery Davidson picks up the pinfall victory for Northern Cass in 117.
Our next match for the girls at 136 pounds.
We go to 136. Dual score is 34-21 Northern Cass.
From Mayport CG, Kendall Drale. And from Northern Cass, Annabelle Steinberger.
Annabelle Steinberger for Northern Cass. Kendall Drale for Mayport CG. So Mayport CG Northern Cass will be our third and final duel here this evening. .50 seconds gone in the period. Drale and Steinberger still neutral. Shot attempt, but both wrestlers able to get back up to their feet, and they go out of bounds with 57 seconds to go. Shot attempt by Steinberger and gets the takedown. Steinberger looking, locking up the cradle, arches the back, gonna look for the pinfall. 20 seconds to try to get it, knee in the side, head in the temple, there it is! Annabelle Steinberger for Northern Cass, the pinfall victory, 1:40. Locks up the cradle. That's your Agassi Precision Egg move of the match. Brought to you by Agassi Precision Egg in Hillsboro. 701-636-2119 or online at planterdoc.com. .142, 148. So 42 is a double forfeit. We go to 148. Our final weight class.
From Mayport CG, Lena DeFord. And from Northern Cass,
Evelyn Johnson for Northern Cass. Lena DeFord for Mayport CG here at 148. as the Northern Cass Mayport CG duel about to get underway. As a takedown for Johnson. So Johnson with a 3-0 lead, minute to go here in the first period, leading Lena DeFord. .40 seconds to go. Johnson with the early takedown. See if she can get a turn, and we'll get a stalemate back to the center.
Starting on the boys' side at 107 pounds.
So 107. Owen Steinberger will get the forfeit victory at 107 for Northern Cass as we go to 114. Johnson still with a 3-0 lead for the Jags on the girls' duel. End of the period, Johnson with a 3-0 lead going into the second. 114 pounds, Isaac Davidson for the Jaguars. Jacob Mueller from Mayport CG. Davidson with a takedown. And Davidson will get the pinfall. Davidson, the quick first period pinfall victory. Isaac Davidson bringing the energy. Brought to you by Enbridge. Life takes energy. Energy for life. Online at enbridge.com. So 12-0 Northern Cass with the dual victory after the Avery Davidson 24-second pinfall victory. As we go to 121. Jags are open at 21. Bodie Love will get a forfeit at 121. Johnson still with a 3-0 lead, riding tough on top. We'll get a stalemate. Minute to go in period number 2. Evelyn Johnson with the 3-0 lead for Northern Cass. 127. Jackson Cavernan will get a forfeit victory at 127 pounds for Mayport CG. As they go to 133. Kipton with a forfeit at 133 for Mayport CG. Johnson still riding tough in the top position. 25 seconds to go in the period. Looking for a turn. DeFord on her base. As DeFord will get dinged for stalling. That'll be her first stalling warning. 139 pounds will be our next matchup. Logan Nielsen for Mayport CG. Remington Burnside for Northern Cass. Johnson now with a 4-0 lead. And we'll get a restart. 3-0. Burnside with the lead for Northern Cass. As Johnson with the reversal, 2 more points, tacks on her lead, 6-0 she leads. Nielsen a 3-0 lead for Mayport CG, puts in the cradle, arches them back, gonna look for the fall. Knee in the side, head in the temple, but Burnside able to break the grip, belly himself out, it is. Some near fall points, but Nielsen back in on a turn, gonna look for the pinfall. There it is. Logan Nielsen, the pinfall, 57 seconds for Mayport CG. Restart on the girls' mat. Johnson with a 6-0 lead.
Up next, at 145 pounds, from Mayport CG,
Maddox Mock for Mayport CG, Jackson Ness for Northern Cass. 145 pounds. 24-12, Mayport CG leads here at 145. It's 40-21, Mayport CG. Or 40-21, Northern Cass with the lead on the girls' dual side of things. Last weight class, the Northern Cass will pick up the dual victory against the Patriots. Johnson, final 30 seconds, just going to try to ride it out. Mock in with a turn. Going to look for the fall, scoop the head. Ness with the bridge. Trying to stay out of his back, can't do so. Maddox Mock for the Patriots with a pinfall victory, 54 seconds. 30-12. Mayport CG leads on the Dakota Heritage Bank dual scoreboard. Final 10 seconds. Johnson with a 6-0 lead, just trying to ride it out. Puts in the power half. Going to try to get out to the side. Run with it. Runs out of time. But it'll be a 7-0 decision victory. Evelyn Johnson for Northern Cass picks up the win. 43-21 is how the duel will finish. As Brogan Erickson with the quick pinfall victory over Avery Kerr on the boys' side of things. Jocelyn Johnson, Emma Stevens will be an exhibition matchup on the girls' mat. 169 Kerr for the Jags. And Blake for Mayport CG here at 160 pounds. So Emma Stevens, Jocelyn Johnson, your girls matchup. Boys, 160-pound match. We'll get you that dual recap in just a few moments. 36-12, Mayport CG leads on the dual score. Kerr scoreless here at 160 pounds. Johnson with a takedown for Northern Cass. We'll get a restart with 1:12 to go in the period. 35 seconds to go as Kerr with the takedown for the Jags, looking to get them back on the scoreboard. Mayport CG has taken the last 6 matches, all by a pinfall or forfeit. Stevens with a reversal for Mayport CG on the girls' mat. Cuts her deficit to 1 at 3-2. Up to his feet. Kerr, though, mat return at the whistle. He'll stay in top control. As we'll get a blood time from Bank North online at banknorth.bank. As end of the period, Johnson with a 3-2 lead. Kerr will start in the top position, begin the second. Kerr looking to step through, elevates the ankle, looking for a turn, and then we'll get a whistle. And we'll get potentially dangerous. 20 seconds gone in the period. Kerr still with a 3-0 lead. Girls mat, Johnson still with a 1-point lead. Puts in a crossface, seeing if she can get a turn. Trying to grasp the hands, get the cradle. Restart. Kerr still with a 3-0 lead. Able to break down. Kerr now gonna look for a turn. Stevens up to her feet, able to get a reversal, and she'll take a lead. 4-3, shoots the half, runs with it. In a headlock position. Kerr trying to lock up the cradle. Stevens gets the pinfall over Johnson. Emma Stevens for Mayport CG in 2:59. So that'll do it for the girls' matches. Able to belly himself out, but it is a 4 near fall, so Kerr ups his lead to 7-0. Final 10 seconds of the second period. With a roll attempt. And that'll do it for period number 2. Kerr with a 7-0 lead. So again, your recap from the Hunter Insurance Agency on the girls' side of things. Naomi DeFord for Mayport CG, a forfeit at 100 pounds. Then Evie Satcham, a 1-minute pinfall over Amelia Heidbrenner at 106 pounds. 112, Hannah Johnson gets the Jags on the scoreboard with a forfeit. 118, Jocelyn Boyer with a 148 pinfall victory for the Patriots over McKenna Affield. 124, Isabel Erickson, an 11-3 major decision over Kaylee Mueller. 130, Avery Davidson for Northern Cass. 117 pinfall victory over Sophia Dodge. 136, Annabelle Steinberger for Northern Cass. 141 pinfall over Kendall Drayle. 142 was a double forfeit. 148, Evelyn Johnson for Northern Cass, a 6-0 major decision over Lena DeFord. 155, Emma Stevens for Mayport CG, 11-6 decision over Isabel Eckert. 170, Jocelyn Johnson with a forfeit for Northern Cass at 190. Kira Holdis with a forfeit for the Jags. And at 250, Ryan Davis with a forfeit victory as well for Northern Cass. 43-21 is how that duel finished, as they started it at 155 pounds, worked their way all the way to 148. That's your update and dual recap from the Hunter Insurance Agency. So Kerr still with a 7-0 lead. And out of bounds they go. 31 seconds. Kerr with a 7-0 lead in the down position. If we can get an escape, would put it into a major decision. Bottom set, top on. Out to the side, looking to run a half. Kerr up to his feet. Able to get a mat return. Final 5 seconds. Last chance for Nothing doing, and Nye Kerr for Northern Cass. The 7-0 decision victory for the Jags, defeating Mayport CG's Blake As we'll do a little on-air production meeting here with duels finishing on the girls' black mat. We'll get you the widescreen shot here for as there we go. We'll get you the full screen view. As our next matchup here, it is Atticus Geetson for Northern Cass, Riley Love for Mayport CG. Geetson in on a single leg, hopping around. Is Love trying to defend. Love able to get the leg back free. Both wrestlers able to face each other. And it'll stay neutral. No score here at 172. As Love able to get the takedown, so he'll take the match's match's first points. 3-0 he leads. And out of bounds they go, back to the center. No change. Riley Love with the 3-0 lead here in the first period. Bottom wrestler set, top on. And that'll do it for the period. Love rides it out. He'll take a 3-0 lead into period number 2. .21 lead for Mayport CG. 4 weight classes to go. So a win by the Patriots in any weight class will lock up the duel. Northern Cass would need victories in all 4 matches and a couple of them to go At least 3 of them to be bonus point victories. Love up to his feet looking for a stand-up. Geetson, though, able to get the mat return. Gets a breakdown, bellies Love out, edge of the mat. And they'll go out of bounds, restart back to the center with 1:16. On the restart, Love able to turn face Geetson, puts in a crossface, spin behind, 2 for the reversal. Geetson back up to his feet, gets the escape. Geetson looking for the front headlock. Love able to duck it, stays neutral, faces him. Shot attempt by Geetson, single leg, looking to suck it in, see if he can get a takedown before the end of the period. Sprawl by Love, final 5 seconds. Cross face by Love, Geetson driving in, see if he can get the points, unable to do so. And so Love will take a 5-1 lead into period number 3. Geetson up to his feet looking for the escape point and able to stay in bounds, turn face, get the escape. 5-2. Shot attempt by Geetson, a takedown would tie it up here for the Jag wrestler. Single leg into a double. Sprawl by Love. Love looking to spin behind, see if he can get the takedown. 1:10 seconds, still neutral, no change. Final minute, Love able to spin behind this time, gets the takedown. So Love will up his lead to 6 at 8-2. Geetson with the escape point, 45 seconds. Geetson got to hit something big. Trails by 5. No stalling warnings. Geetson looking for the headlock, trying to hit it. As Love able to pop the head out, gets the takedown, ups his lead 11-3. Now it'd be a major decision for Riley Love with 20 seconds to go. Geetson up to his feet, gets the escape. Final 10 seconds, Coach Mueller saying back up. Don't give up a throw. Love will get dinged for a stall, and that's okay. He can afford a couple. Geetson last chance. Another stall warning issued to Love. That'll be a point. 11-5 is how it finishes. Riley Love for Mayport CG with the 11-5 decision victory. John Luke Peterson for the Patriots. Hunter Sorensen for the Jaguars. So 3 weight classes. So Mayport CG has locked up the dual victory. Luke Peterson in on a shot attempt. Sorensen, though, looking to spin behind. Puts in a cross face. Hasn't gotten the 3 points yet. Now is awarded the 3 for a takedown. As we'll get a full Nelson. As we got a scramble, Luke Peterson ends up in a headlock finish, ties it up at 3. And now going to look for some near fall, see if he can get the pin. Minute to go. Sorensen able to belly himself out, but it's a 4-point near fall, 7-3. Luke Peterson with the lead. He's going to put in a half run with it. Going to look for the fall. Sorensen got to try to fight off his back. 35 seconds to go in the first period. Luke Peterson looking for the fall, trying to adjust. See if he can get that second shoulder down. Sorensen trying to belly himself out. Luke Peterson will rethrow it, looking for the fall. 15 seconds to try to get it, trying to scoop the head. See if he can get the second shoulder to the mat. Short time, 10 seconds to go in the period. Sorensen looking to hold on to the second period. Final 5 seconds. Peterson one last chance. Sorensen will survive into the second period. It is 4 points for a near fall. And it's 11-3. John Luke Peterson going into the second period. Sorensen will start in the top position to begin the second period. Crossface, run with it, chest to chest, gets the fall! Hunter Sorensen with a crossface gets the turn. That's your Agassi Precision Egg move of the match. Brought to you by Agassi Precision Egg in Hillsboro, 701-636-2119, and PlanterDoc.com. Go to 215 pounds. Jen's Tweet for Mayport CG. Luke Walski for Northern Cass. As Walski will get the early takedown, he'll take a 3-0 lead. Walski in on a turn, hooked the leg, cross face. See if he can get the shoulders down. Plenty of time for Walski to try to get the fall. Minute 20. Same move, official. Now 4 near fall points. Walski, cross face, spin around the head. Going to look for the pinfall. See if he can get it. Tweet trying to bridge, trying to fight off of his back. Plenty of time for Walski. Can settle in. 40 seconds to go in the period. Tweet bridging, trying to stay off of his back. There's the pinfall. Luke Walski, 134 for the Jaguars. Caden Williams for Northern Cass, Angel Holter for Mayport CG. Here at 285 pounds. As out of bounds they go, we'll get a restart back to the center. Williams is senior here on senior night for Northern Cass. As out of bounds they go. Back to the center. Williams a forfeit against Kindred, looking to finish 2-0 on the night. Holter as well a forfeit, so both wrestlers trying to, and out of bounds they go as Williams trying to push the pace. Minute 34, restart back to the center. Shot attempt by Williams, single leg, gets the takedown. So Williams with a 3-0 lead. Chicken wing. Williams locks up the cradle, gets it, arches it back. Gonna look for the fall. Plenty of time for Williams to try to get it. Holter, though, able to break the grip. Williams looking for a half Nelson reverse half, trying to walk it back, see if he can get the pinfall. 40 seconds. Holter bridging, trying to get it off of his back and able to belly himself out. It is a 4 near fall for Caden Williams. He's got a 7-0 lead. 30 seconds to go in the first period. As Williams with a crossface, got a quick count of 4 near fall points, 11-0. And that'll do it for the first period. Caden Williams with an 11-0 lead going into the second 2 minutes. Williams' choice, he'll choose top. Williams with a breakdown. Power half. Out to the side, run with it. Gonna lock up the tech fall, but Caden Williams gonna look for the pinfall. Holter trying to bridge. Trying to stay off of his back. Williams looking for the fall. Plenty of time, chest to chest for Williams. And there's the pinfall. Caden Williams for Northern Cass. The fall in 3:37 for Northern Cass, and that will finish our duel 39-33. 39-33, Mayport CG finishes with the victory. We'll recap it when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Kindred Public School District looks to collaboratively cultivate an environment that challenges learners to reach their full potential in a student-centered, community-supported environment while building authentic relationships that promotes active engagement in learning, literacy, and life. Kindred Public Schools' mission is to educate, prepare, and maximize student potential. Kindred Public School District, student-centered, community-supported. For more info about upcoming school events and news, go online to kindred.k12.us.
Visit with Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Trigger Cannon, and 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and SeedX sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149, Nedham Seeds Caledonia.
Common doesn't do the extra reps. Common doesn't push the limits. And Common doesn't do all of that before the sun is up. We work harder than anyone else when no one is watching, so that when everyone is watching, we're ready to answer the call. Discover your uncommon side with the North Dakota Army National Guard.
When you think about North Dakota State College of Science, don't think about college. Don't think about desks. Don't think about buildings. Don't think about our expert instructors or our high-tech classrooms. Think about that new pickup you'll soon be driving. Think about decorating your first apartment. Think about that great job that's already waiting for you. Then, think about how you'll be doing all of those things in just 2 years. North Dakota State College of Science, the smarter way to college.
Our recap from Hunter Insurance Agency in Hunter, 201 Main Street. As we'll recap it here, 100 pounds, Owen Steinberger, a forfeit for the Jags. 114, Isaac Davidson, a 24-second pinfall over Jacob Mueller. 121, Bodie Love from Mayport CG gets a forfeit, as does Jackson Kavernan at 27, and Kipton Am for Mayport CG at 33. 139, Logan Nielsen for Mayport CG, 49-second pinfall over Remington Burnside. 145, Maddox Mock from Mayport CG, 48-second pinfall over Jackson Ness. 152, Brogan Erickson for the Patriots, 18-second pinfall over Avery Kerr. 160, Nyker for Northern Cass, a 7-0 decision victory over Blake Ahm. 172, Riley Love for Mayport CG, an 11-5 decision over Atticus Geetson. 189, Hunter Sorensen, a 217 pinfall over John Luke Peterson. 215, Luke Walski with a 123 pinfall over Jens Tweet. And 285, Caden Williams, a 236 pinfall over Angel Holter. Your final on the Dakota Heritage Bank dual scoreboard. Mayport CG with the victory, 39-33. We'll take a break, get some post-match reaction when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
At Northern Cass, we believe every learner has the power to change the world, and we're here to help them do just that. That's why we're not your average school district. We deliver a world-class education built on trust, authentic relationships, and bold, innovative practices that prepare learners for whatever path they choose. Northern Cass is currently looking for bus and activity drivers to help out with routes in the morning and afternoon. For more information becoming a bus and activity driver with Northern Cass, give Bryce Laxdal a call at 701-331-0452. That's 701-331-0452.
At Polar Communications, innovation is in our DNA. We're pioneers, always looking ahead to what's next to ensure our communities thrive. We were the first in the state to offer gig services, and we didn't stop there. We continue to lead the way in delivering high-quality, reliable technology to your doorstep. A better experience starts here.
The Ringneck is a perfect stop for lunch or dinner in Leonard, North Dakota. The Ringneck has a wide variety menu from burgers, wraps, steak, chicken, and seafood. For that small-town family-owned dining experience, check out the Ringneck today. To place an order ahead of time for takeout, call 701-645-2465. That's 645-2465. And stop by every other Friday this winter for meat raffles. For more info and daily specials, search the Ringneck on Facebook.
Back here on YourLiveEvent.com as we'll get some post-match reaction here from some of the Jaguar wrestlers. Isaac Davidson for Northern Cass. And Isaac, congratulations. A couple of victories here tonight. Just kind of talk about your evening going 2 for 2 out on the mat here today.
It's pretty good overall, but I just like to have fun and maximum effort.
Yeah, absolutely. Just, an 8th grader for yourself. Just kind of talk about, what it's like being part of this this Jaguar program. Just kind of talk about who's some of your practice partners and kind of what you look to work on and try to improve on each and every single day out on the mat.
I try to get my endurance and conditioning up, Remington Burnside, he's a good practice partner. He's always trying hard. Owen Steinberger, good practice partner. He's a little undersized, but he's coming around. He's very good. And that's pretty much all my practice partners.
Yeah, absolutely. Some good success here for you to start this season. Just kind of talk a little bit about what you want to continue to work on to improve on as you get ready for February and the tournaments that matter.
Probably just effort, conditioning, and technique.
And then last one here, your family, right? Dad is Coach Davidson. Your older sister Avery. Just talk about the help that they've been to you getting you into this sport of wrestling and growing and developing.
Well, when I was in kindergarten, my dad started the program at Northern Cass, and yeah, it just kind of grew a bunch since then. And Avery, I go with her sometimes in practice, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, Isaac Davidson for Northern Cass. Congratulations on the victory. Good luck here as the season moves along. All right, we'll take a break. Be back with more at YourLiveEvent.com.
If you have concern or questions about the mental health of yourself or a loved one, Trail District Health Unit's Credible Mind platform offers convenient and confidential resources to help inform you about mental well-being. Credible Mind offers 21 different assessments to guide you in your mental health journey, from sleep quality and burnout to anxiety and depression. To get started today and learn about your mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual health, visit traildistricthealthunit.crediblemmind.com.
Are you looking for the perfect hardwood for your next winter project? Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro has exciting news. Hardwood is now available in the Red River Valley only at Cywick. Whether you're a crafter, woodworker, or hobbyist, they have what you need to make your project. Choose from 3 convenient thicknesses and a beautiful variety of woods: red oak, cherry, white oak, hard maple, walnut, hickory, and poplar. Get started on your next masterpiece with the help of Cywick Lumber and Hardware, Hillsboro.
Back here on YourLiveEvent.com, we'll get some more post-match reaction. Caden Williams for Northern Cass. And Caden, first off, on senior night for the team, a senior yourself, able to get the victory there, and that a forfeit victory against Kindred, and then the pinfall in 236. Congratulations to that. And as I was telling you off the break, you're kind of making me the old-timey heavyweight a little bit upset going with the cradle. That was a move not in my repertoire at all. You can ask my coaches, but just talk about that victory, the cradle, and then getting the victory here tonight.
Yeah, I went into the match. I knew we were down too many points to win the duel, so I thought, I might try to get my first tech of the year. I had the points for it there at the end. Held the pin though. I don't know. I just felt really aggressive off the bat. I think that's what led to a lot of my success. It's kind of a good thing sometimes. Yeah, I guess that's what I got.
Yeah, absolutely. And, talk about that, like you mentioned, the fact that unfortunately just on the dual scoreboard, I kind of get used to that sometimes as a heavyweight, knowing that the duel is already over. Just kind of talk about how you're still able to, still psych yourself up before the match, knowing that you still got a very important match to wrestle.
Well, I consider myself a leader on the team 100%. And just knowing, like, some of these kids look up to me, some don't. My coaches, they expect me to work my hardest, work my best. So I just got to go in having the best mindset possible. And, more matches I wrestle hard in, it will translate over to the state tournament, regionals, all that. So I just got to tell myself, hey, this match matters. It's not different than any match. Wrestling the 1 seed, wrestling the last seed, it don't matter. Just got to have 100% effort all day.
Like we mentioned, it was senior night, honored before the first duel. Just kind of talk about your some of your favorite memories and kind of what the pride you take being part of this Northern Cass program as this one continues to build year in and year out and develop and get better.
I've been really grateful for all the people. Before this, me and Anders, he was a wrestler on our team as well. We were wrestling at Central Cass, so driving 25 minutes a day. Little harder, but now that we've built this program and with all the people that have helped us build this program, it feels really nice leaving here as a senior, just knowing the impact that we had, all the wrestlers we've gained, everything like that. I've had a lot of good memories. I don't know if you were here yet, but for my favorite senior memory, I fell off the stage during a basketball practice right over there, fall right on my neck. It was the funniest thing ever. Well, that's definitely one of my greatest memories right there, and then just every win that I have, I can remember. And just knowing I'm dominant, knowing what I can do, it just really helps.
Yeah, absolutely. Is now a final question. Now we're into the latter stages of January. Got a couple of important tournaments coming up, and then it's the really important tournaments come February. Just talk about what you want to continue to improve on, to work on as you get ready then for regions come February.
I think the biggest thing for me is make it to the third period. I'm a pretty well-conditioned person, especially when you're wrestling a heavyweight. You know, you get a heavyweight to the third period, they're gassed. And I mean, just wrestling out those long matches, being able to stick around with these guys that are really highly seated, just really well. You can get them gassed, anything could happen in the third period. So, and then just kind of working top, not the greatest on top, but just working to be better all the time, mentally, physically.
Caden Williams for Northern Cass, congratulations on the victories here tonight. Good luck moving forward.
Appreciate it a lot, thank you.
All right, we'll take a break, come back with more at yourliveevent.com.
This is Austin Reed with Dakota Heritage Bank. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we have a strong background in ag and business lending, but we can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. If you're in need of a loan, visit us at one of our locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Back here, yourliveevent.com, talking with Belle Erickson for Northern Cass. And Belle, congratulations on the couple victories here tonight. Just how nice did it feel to get out there on the mat in front of the home crowd, get some wrestling, and get your hand raised a couple times?
It felt good. It's always fun to have these home duels where everyone can come and watch. And it's just fun to have a girls' dual team this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Just talk about that. That is something that I know earlier this season you were excited about, just how the fact that you're seeing more numbers in that wrestling room, able to have some more teammates, able to see some success that they have as well. Just how great is that to see as this program continues to build?
It's great. It makes tournaments definitely more interesting when you're trying to catch everybody's matches, and it's good to see the work ethic that everyone puts into this, and to see them grow and become better each day.
Yeah, absolutely. Just talk about, that team aspect, just talk about how awesome it is, to see some of your teammates as well have some success at tournaments and in duels, and how great it is for them to, also cheer you on when you're out there on the mat.
It's good to see them grow as they have progressed in the season, especially when they pick up those wins at the bigger tournaments. And it's just great to see everybody having fun and working hard.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk a little bit, practice, kind of who's your practice partners, who do you work on normally, and just kind of talk about, what you hope to continue to, work on day in, day out to improve yourself.
I practice with a couple different partners. It depends on the day, but I hope to improve on my wrestling skills, especially on bottom, and improve on what I can so I can get better.
And then with that, we're into the end parts of January. February is coming up here. The big tournaments come up February. So just talk about what you want to continue to work on, to improve on, to get you ready then for the tournaments that matter.
I want to improve on my top and bottom skills and just get my technique down so I can go out and wrestle my best.
All right, Belle Erickson for Northern Cass, congratulations on the victory here tonight. Good luck moving forward this season.
Thank you.
All right, we'll recap it next, yourliveevent.com.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot of water.
No, 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 no! Jeez Louise!
This system is packing 70-mile-per-hour winds, golf ball-sized hail, and a fast drop in temperature.
Oh, jeez. Dave and Cheryl's kitchen started on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez, let's take a look.
Oh, geez, moments happen. Be ready with Irie Insurance.
So that'll do it for us here tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to the sponsors that you saw and heard throughout this broadcast. Of course, whenever possible, please patronize these businesses. At the very least, stop on in and tell them thank you. As without them, this coverage on YourLiveEvent.com would not be possible. A reminder, tomorrow night we'll be in Lisbon, Friday and Saturday, the boys Store Hog tournament. Brent, Dick, and myself. Wrestling begins 4 o'clock tomorrow. Look for us 3:30 to start our pre-match show to get you ready for the tournament, and then matches begin at 4 o'clock. Again, plenty of wrestling coming up in the next couple of weekends of the regular season. Next weekend, we'll be out in New Salem for the East-West Classic. Next Saturday, the 31st, the Girls Belle of the Brawl in Castleton. Full coverage on that one. And then, again, just finalized with the state of North Dakota. We've got you covered for region tournaments on this side of the state. Coming up in February, the first Saturday in February, the 7th, we'll have 3 dual tournaments. We'll have the East, Northeast, Southeast sub-region dual tournaments for Class B boys. Pembina County North is hosting the Northeast duels. The Southeast duels in Napoleon will have the coverage for you. The girls East Region dual tournament is at Fargo South. We'll have that coverage for you right here on YourLiveEvent.com. Then the following Friday, out in Valley City, the girls East Region tournament will get underway. We'll have coverage for that one. And then the following day, Saturday the 14th, both East Region Class A and Class B East Region individual tournament. The B East Region is in Valley City. The A East Region is at in West Fargo at Cheyenne High School. And then the state tournament, Thursday the 19th, Friday the 20th, full audio coverage, and the 21st pending the results of the dual tournaments. If one or more of YourLiveEvent.com school makes it into that dual tournament, we'll have coverage for you right here on YourLiveEvent.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. Brady Siebel's repeating the final scores here tonight. On the girls' side of things, the girls' duel, Mayport CG defeated Oaks 35-17. Northern Cass defeated Oaks 54-9. And Northern Cass defeated Mayport CG 43-21 in the girls' duel. On the boys' duel, Kindred goes 2-0. They defeated Northern Cass 54-9 and Mayport CG 57-17. And the nightcap, Mayport CG with the dual victory over Northern Cass 39-33. Thanks so much for tuning in, Evan. Have a great rest of your evening, everybody.